The Gold Coast. Yeah. Omar Hassan is blowing this joint out. I hate to say it, but Omar's pretty much winning all your shit. Omar Hassan!
When I think of Jake, I think about this one. That means, you know, I'm watching you. That's what this is all about, I guess, to still watching, right? Because that's exactly what he would do. That was his MO. He was that guy that was just always yelling.
What's his name? Omar Hassan!
Guess I could say he named a trick for me.
Most runs taken so far today.
So first he called it the heel flip lunch tray, because I would grab it and turn it like this. So he called it the lunch tray. I won a couple of those contests, and then I started making money in those contests, and he was like, do the money grab. So he started calling it the money grab. Because every time I do it, I end up landing it, and he always thought that was your money trick, go to your money grab. If I won the contest, he would always throw it out there like, no, it's the money grab, you know what I mean? It's kind of stuck to where a lot of people call it the money grab. But that was Jake, just actually making fun of me, but yet coining it, that trick.
Omar is really premeditated in a different kind of way. He's methodical. I gotta just do this, do this, do this, do this.
He brought the best out of people, man, skating-wise. He'd fucking bust your balls, you know, and he would talk shit.
Omar was, you know, doing his little heel flip lunch trays and all that shit.
And you could either get pissed or you could accept his challenge and fucking tell him to fuck off and make your trick and then go back and be like, look, this is the book, Skate and Destroy. This right here was the first documented padless 540 in a backyard pool. It was at Vagabond. I think Ryan Johnson even had a cover Thrasher at that pool. So I went there. I was working on a little interview with Joe Hammocky, actually. Rest in peace. Jake was, you know, kind of controlling the situation a little bit because I went and did the 540. So he sent it to Jake and he's like, you need to go back and do it without pads, because I've never seen anyone do a 540 in a pool without pads. Go get a Thrasher shirt and come back with some results with a 540 without pads, and then we could talk. Just woke up the next day and we went straight back. It didn't even matter pads or no pads. I already got the spin. It shouldn't be that much harder. It was Jake's kind of gave it more of that raw mentality. He's like, why do you need pads? You can do 540s all the time. Just go do it without your pads on. And then I went back there, and the first one I spun, I just cat-liked it to my feet. And I was like, dude, like this is almost easier because my sensors are working a little bit on more overload, where I'm like way more understanding of where I'm gonna be and how to jump out of it. Probably tried it like 50 times before I actually figured out what I was doing. It was grueling.
Yeah, if I get a good pump off this thing, I got it.
Lance and Ryan Johnson sat there and stuck in with me the whole time. There was never a point where I wanted to give up. You know, it was one of those things that if I could roll away from this, it's gonna be a good drive home. Went there and put in our work, and luckily the results came out pretty good. I was stoked. Jake happened to fire it up, spark it up, and the rest is history. I feel like after I did the 540 at Vagabond, he was always yelling at me to do a 540.
It's a 540!
But there's one I do in Pizzy, and that's what I always think of is right when you land a trick or whatever, he's doing this one to you. And that one's pretty sick. Basically still watching you, and if you rolled away from that, you're all good.
Why?
What happened right there?
It was so solid, you landed it, and you were just so surprised.